All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Excuse me, guys. I want to take the opportunity, man, to apologize for not being as consistent as I normally am with my content. Got some real life things going on right now. Real serious things. So sometimes, other things have to take a step back. So again, I apologize. I've been very consistent on here, but sometimes life happens. And I apologize. So let's moving on. Like I always say, man, make sure you guys hit the links below. Hit me up on social media, on Instagram, whatever. But so as we know, the Los Angeles Clippers lost to the Denver Nuggets, and I watched everybody pile on, and I obviously I was going through some stuff, so I just didn't have the energy to really do all that, and I wasn't gonna do that anyway, for a couple of reasons. Now I got to play both sides of the fence on this one, and I got to be honest. See, when I sit in this seat, I take my fan hat off, right? When I sit down and I give commentary like this and I talk about and I review games, I try to take my fan hat as a Laker fan or Cowboy fan. I take that hat off and I look at things objectively. And that's what I'm going to do here. That's what I'm going to continue to do for my channel. All right? All right, number one. The Clippers only been together for a year. They only been together for a year. And, people taught them as like they about to get it. They about to get the championship. And the players played into it. The players played into it too. Not Kawhi. Kawhi don't talk. But you could the talk, the energy, the extra stuff. Kawhi the commercial. Pretty much saying it's a new king in town, and you know how it ends, and all that's quiet. He's quiet, but he's saying something, saying he's the new king of LA. Well, many Laker fans ain't gonna say LeBron's the king of LA, unless we only talk about present terms. Okay, that's one. Then you look at Patrick Beverley, the mouth of I don't know what, just talk. I'm going somewhere with this. The front running on the bench. When just the way he was also just dying laughing at Dame Lillard. Oh, Paul George got into it. Montrezl Harrell is he's not gonna try to embarrass someone. He'll for a back of intimidate. That's the word I'm looking for. He's intimidating, he talk trash, They're the bad guys, they you can't stop us guys. So that's why everyone's piling on. Because they're saying, wait, you the one with the mouth. You the one that did all this talking. You the one that did all this. You the one that did all that. Y'all the one that making fun. Y'all the one that came out. We heard the rumors. The rumors was Kawhi said, give me LeBron, I'll shut him down. That was rumored. That was Stephen A. Smith said. I didn't hear that personally, but that was the rumors. All the hoopla. And so that's why everyone is like, nah, you gonna wear this now. Because everyone anointed them too early. Now, me personally, I sat here and said, man, this team at full strength, playing at their full potential, I don't know if they could be beaten. It's gonna be hard to beat them. I said that. I still feel that way. If they're playing at their full potential, but what we didn't realize is the other part of this equation that everyone skipped over. For one, this is Kawhi's first time in a superstar role. First time. Yeah, in Toronto, he wasn't asked to be the man. He was asked to come do his part, but they already had their nucleus together. In San Antonio, he might have been the fourth guy. You see what I'm saying? He never had the pressure. Not saying that he can't handle the pressure, but he didn't handle it this time. He's going to live. He's going to learn. It's happened before. It happened to the great. Magic Johnson, LeBron James. This has happened. All right? That's why I'm not just piling. Do I think they need to fire Doc Rivers or trade Montrezl, get rid of Lou, and replace him with who? You gonna replace 2 $6 million of the year with who? See, Paul George. Let's talk about Paul George because he's like everyone's. Oh, he just sucked. Guys, this is Paul George. I'm not trying to bash the guy, but have you seen him in playoff series? I'm talking about when the chips is really all on the line. He's never performed. Not trying to bash the guy. So when you look at it on paper, this team was arguably the deepest team in the NBA. But you got to remember something. What has any of those guys ever done in the playoffs to make you be like, oh, he got it. Oh, he can win besides Kawhi? You hear what I'm saying? Besides Kawhi, what have they done in the playoffs? Any of those guys. See, and that's why people attack him so hard, because especially a person like Patrick Beverley. He's a firecracker. He's one of those people that I'm like, get him on my team. I love to play. I love how a player like that because he's going to bring that energy. But see, it's different when the chip's on the line. That someone on my channel said the best, the playoffs hit different. So no, I'm not going to sit up here and bash them. Do I think they need to break it up? No. You bring that same group of guys. You bring that same group of guys back next year. But I guarantee you one thing, they'll come back with a different energy. And all the Clippers need to do is stop the load management crap, if you can, and come and play every day. Really build around each other. Really build. Really build. And displace that notion that we don't need the regular season. We just show up in the playoffs and win. You can throw that away. Obviously, that didn't work. Come like everybody else, play as much. Now, if you're injured, don't play. That's for Kawhi, Paul George, Patrick, anybody. If you're injured, don't play. But if you can play, you need to be on that court. You not necessarily to that you know the game is so important, but you need to learn each other's tendencies. Hey man, this person right here, because research shows you that certain people don't show up in the playoffs. See, what happened was everyone looked at Kawhi. Everybody asked Kawhi to be a superhero and forgot to ask him if he could fly. Y'all know that joke come from, right? And there's no knock on him. This is new to him. He's going to evolve into that. I think he's going to have to become a little bit more vocal to lead this team. Because when you got a bunch of people that's talking, Patrick Beverley, Montrezl Harrell, all these people, you know, people just talking, they're drowning out. They're actually drowning out anything that Kawhi said. Because it's at this point, no one's on this team has done anything for you to go, okay, yeah, he got it. He know what he's doing. Besides Kawhi. Do this take away from Kawhi's greatness? It's a blemish. But it's no blemish nobody else got. It is not a blemish that nobody else doesn't have. Like I said, you say this about LeBron. You can say this about Magic. They all went through this. Larry Bird went through this. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's how he responds. Kawhi is one of the greats. He's one of the greats right now. If he could play, he'd be playing. Because he didn't have a team that already had a nucleus. You get what I'm saying? You had Patrick Beverley. You had who else was on the team? I think Montrezl was there. These are guys that Lou Williams, that's what I'm thinking about. Lou Williams was there. These are guys that, you know, they got it for lack of better terms out the mud. They was like, we're gonna fight every little bit. Then you bring in 2 superstars and babysit them. Now you had a culture clash. You dealing with guys who feel like we're gonna fight for every inch and we're gonna give everything we got. And then you bring in other guys like, hey, y'all practice when you want to. Play when you want to. Nah, don't take the night off. Well, you got this other group that say, hey man, that's not the way it's done. We need to be going hard. Perfect example. There's an argument between Paul George, Montrezl Harrell. I know you guys heard about this argument. The argument went as such. They got mad about some turnovers. But the key part in this argument that Montrezl Harrell said, and that tells you everything you want to know. Oh, I'm sorry, can't nobody say nothing to you. What did that tell you? For Montrezl to tell that to Paul George, what did that say? They are treating them, the superstars, better than the rest of the stars. That's how it appears. I'm not saying that's true. But you can say that because that's every NBA team, right? But they get extra treatment, extra special treatment. But when you don't have to come in and put the work that these other guys have to, and you're in there, and you know, from the outside looking in, and this is not the first time this has been said, that this issue happened. This issue arises, you know. So anyway, guys, I think the Clippers will be fine. I don't think they need to blow up nothing. I think that they need to actually get it in and work and put the work in. And practice every day. And play games. If you can, you play. Now, it's okay to take a little rest here, a little rest there. But you need to be playing the maximum amount of games to build that chemistry. Just what it is. I'm not going to sit here and blame the pandemic on it, because that's, if you blame it, if you give them that reason, you got to give it to everyone else. Just saying. So you can't blame that. You know, them not wanting to be in the bubble. It's the work. If that's the case, you got a problem already. I don't want to short the work here. No. So, anyway, guys, I know I'm kind of long-winded with this one. I could have kept going. I may even do a live on this one later, but it's just certain things that happen that people didn't. This the process. It's just the process. That's all it is. I think I don't think they should blow anything up. But we'll see. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be good.